Hello my students, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to learn about physical therapy assessment. The whole assessment process broadly divided into two parts, that is subjective assessment and objective assessment. An assessment is a very broad topic to discuss, but here in this video I am going to talk about only subjective part of an assessment. So let's get started. Before starting with subjective assessment, let's see what whole assessment includes. So, the complete physical therapy assessment requires taking patient's history, observing the patient carefully, palpation test, examination of movement, which mainly includes evaluation of active, passive and resisted movement. Then comes special test, the test of provocation to confirm the diagnosis, the examination of reflexes and cutaneous distribution, joint play movement, and last one is diagnostic imaging, including all laboratory test reports, X-ray, MRI, CT scan and ultrasonography reports. There are so many methods of an assessment, but one of the most common method used in physical therapy is SOAP notes, that is SOAP, which is the problem oriented medical records method. Here in SOAP, it stands for 4 parts of the whole assessment, where S stands for subjective part of an assessment, O that is for objective assessment, A that is for assessment, where the analysis of various components of whole assessment made, and last one is P, that is plan of treatment. Subjective part of SOAP note is about what the patient is experiencing, what patient feels and patient tells you about his or her problems, while objective assessment refers to as the data that physical therapist measures during an examination, then collect it and record it from the patient. The objective assessment data are measurable and observable information by the therapist. Now we will see subjective assessment part in detail. The subjective part of an assessment is the section in which the therapist is able to state the information received from the patient that is relevant to the patient's present condition. So here, the therapist gather all the information from the patient by asking the various type of questions. This information is necessary to plan the objective assessment of the patient, and that will help to justify and explain the certain goals that are set with the patient. Now, the subjective part of an assessment mainly include demographic data of the patient, chief complaint of the patient and patient's history. The first one is demographic data, which includes name, age and sex of the patient, the address and contact information of the patient's occupation including type of job, whether it is labor work or sedentary office work, then walking posture means whether it is sitting or continuous standing one, then walking hours including rest period, and the last one is dominancy of the hand. Now we'll see what is chief complaint and what to write in it. The chief complaint or presenting problem is reported by the patient. It provides an opportunity for patient to describe their problem in their own words. So, it is always written in patient's own words. There should not be any medical words in the chief complaint. This can be a symptoms like pain or inability to walk, any conditions, any previous diagnosis. For example, patient might be having low back pain previously, or any other short statement that describes why the patient is presenting today. For example, the chief complaint can be written like, the patient is having right shoulder pain and difficulties while performing overhead activities since last 15 days. So this was about the chief complaint. Now we'll discuss about the history part. The history taking requires effective and efficient communication between the physiotherapist and the patient. It is a time for therapists to develop a good rapport with the patient, family members and the other members of the healthcare team. During history taking, it requires speaking at a level that is, therapists should ask all the relevant questions politely, using the terms that patient will understand, taking the time to listen to the patient, being empathic towards the patient, interested, caring and professional. The main component of history includes the history of present illness, mechanism of injury or diseases that how the symptoms occurred and progressed, the history of past illness which is relevant to the present one, social history, family history, employment status of the patient and environmental history which includes both home as well as the job environment. Now let's see about the present history. So it includes mode of onset, whether the symptoms, for example pain, how it is started, whether it was sudden or gradual, is it because of any trauma or some diseases. Then comes the duration of symptoms, like since how long the patient suffering from the current problem, since last 2 weeks or since last month. Then present history also includes any associated problem which is related to the current condition. For example, if patient is having diabetes and he is suffering from shoulder pain and symptoms, so the shoulder problems can be because of the diabetes. These are the list of typical questions can be asked in subjective assessment and in history part. The first one is where the pain is located and how it started. Was the sudden onset caused by any trauma or any road traffic accident? Does the pain get worse as the day progresses? What position do you sleep in? If asking about mechanism of injury, you can ask what part of the car was hit. Now past history includes the birth history which is related to the present condition, the history of other diseases or any injuries, any previous operations, surgeries or hospitalization, any medications that patient was taking in the past, any physiotherapy treatment patient had taken for the present condition. Whatever included in the past history should be relevant to the present condition. Irrelevant information should not be documented in the history part. The personal history includes any personal habit if patient is having. For example, if patient is having habit of smoking, you can ask how many pack a day and since how long he is smoking. Then comes the marital status of the patient, whether the patient is married or a single. Any special support if patient is using, for example back support, corset or the neck cushion. Then family history, it includes similar problems in the other family members, any hereditary diseases in the families, for example diabetes or presence of any heart problems. Any other infectious disease also should be mentioned. Then the last one is social history, which includes social status of the patient in the society, whether the patient is rich, poor or from the middle class family, and educational status of the patient. Taking an accurate detailed history is very important. Listen to the patient. He or she is telling to you what is wrong with them. After subjective assessment, the observation and examination phases of the assessment are used to confirm and alter the possible diagnosis. These are the references for the subjective assessment. You can refer for detailed information.